Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. To throw is Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. Third down here. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Down right around the 25. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they'll run it here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run here with Swift. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run with Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this crew ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 42.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Out of his end zone, Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He's up to the 20.
And some room to work. And they will finally get him down to the 28.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On first down, here's Breida. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A handoff for Samuel.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Good. Hey, 73, hey, let's go.
Throwing is Hurts.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
We're going to 54.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Prescott now on second down. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Well, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Prescott now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Prescott on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On first and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a give to Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there, 41 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give right side Swift. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First down and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They run again with Breida. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. It continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Prescott.
Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Swift. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run here with Swift. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Dante Fowler in on the stop. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 more there and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's take a look with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we are all tied stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Fights through and now a crease.
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Matt Breida, 71 yards.
And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll run here with Swift.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the run next spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the run and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's there's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.